Old-fashioned board games and getting rid of computer games. Hello, you all. I am Diana Brienne, and I got to thinking today about playing old-fashioned board games. You know, those games that we sit down at the table with, like Monopoly and Scrabble, gin rummy, checkers, those kinds of games, instead of the virtual games that seem to be taking over the lives of so many people, both older and young. And it's not just a young epidemic. I think a lot of older people are addicted to these virtual games, and some of them are, in my opinion, just not very good. Sure, we can learn from playing games, but the right kind of games. And I think that's a great thing, and the computer and virtual games are great when we are learning something. But I think also it can border on an addiction. And it may be an addiction for all I know, but I see so many people that have ceased interacting with other people, and instead they're interacting in a virtual world. And for me, I don't want that. My kids, as they grew up, we played old-fashioned board games, and if they wanted to play computer games, well, they had to get those elsewhere, perhaps at a friend's house or whatever when they went over, but yet they did not get that at home. We sat down at the dinner table at night and we actually talked. No one had their cell phones, and we would turn the home phone off while we were having dinner because we didn't want to be disturbed. We embraced that time together. We played board games on the weekends. We did things as a family. I think so many people today are so afraid of being bored that they live in this ever and never-ending stimulation of virtual reality and virtual computer games. And for me, I just don't want to live my life like that. I think so many people are feeling disconnected from each other because their lives are lived virtually, whether it's computer games or other sources of virtual media or other things virtually, that has disconnected them from not only their relationships, but also to some degree from their own selves. And so I believe in bringing back the old-fashioned board game, and also sitting on the porch in the evening and actually having conversation without looking at our phones. We don't always have to have the radio on in the car. Some of my best moments with my kids are when we're driving down the road and there's no radio on, there's no outside intrusion, and we're just talking. We're sharing our daily lives or our thoughts. And so many people just discount those moments anymore. They just don't keep those kind of moments within their relationships. It's all about excitement, and they seem to be getting their excitement a lot from computer games. And so, you know, life doesn't have to be that high adrenaline rush all the time. Sometimes it can be just a slow, steady pace. And I think we can find a lot of happiness in that slow, steady pace. So consider giving up computer games and consider going back to board games. Well, I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will talk to you all soon. So from my house to your house, God bless you, and I will talk to you then. Bye-bye.